And I tell you what, now you're busier than you've ever been, aren't you? Because, of course, you talked about Heroes. You're working in Heroes, of course. And that has been an amazing series. That's really caught people's imagination. And again, it's that kind of telly where people get very passionate about it. It's not something that you say, oh, I might watch that or I might not. You're right there. You know, you want to see
hooked,
it. Absolutely, absolutely.
Actually, I didn't begin watching it when it first began last season. I got an email from Star Trek fans telling me that there is a Japanese character who is a Star Trek fan on this new series called Heroes. And I thought, I'd better check this out. I started watching, and I was hooked. And then that was followed by a phone call from my agent telling me that the people at Heroes are interested in me.
God, that's a strange
and I wind up being Hiro's father.
Absolutely. Hiro the Hero. We've got a little clip.
Hiro the Hero, yes.
Hiro the Hero. Let's have a wee look. Here we are. This is Heroes. Fantastic. That gives you a real insight into what's happening,
Jack Coleman. I mean, all my scenes are played all in Japanese with English subtitle, which in itself is rather extraordinary.
Yeah,
but poor Jack Coleman, he doesn't speak Japanese, and he had to memorize all his dialogue, not knowing what he's saying.
Well, I'll tell you what, it sounded convincing to me.
He was amazing, because it sounded very credible. He's had a heavy American accent, but nevertheless, it was understandable.
What I love about the show and about Heroes is there's all these wee quirky things, like your character's license plate is, it's the same, isn't it? It's the same license plate. It's what NCC 1701, which is any Trekkie will know, is the license plate of the Enterprise.
You are a Trekkie.
I know I am.
And did you know that the prop master is a Trekkie?
Really?
And it was his idea. He came up with it.
See, I love that. I love that. I love all of that. I really do.
Richard Clark.
See, any excuse me, I get dressed up like a Star Trek person. We did a thing at the Science Museum a few years ago, and it was, yes, there we are. We did, see, you do it. It's self-indulgent, but we have to do it.
Good morning to you. How are you doing? This is
oh, that was such good fun. Yeah.
We are here
that was great
Star Trek exhibition at the Science Museum in London, and have we got a show that is out of this world. We'll be talking to Fiona Phillips live from Hollywood with all the gossip. Also futuristic fashion. That
was me twittering on 1995. So,
isn't that something? 1995.
For sure. You know what the thing about you though? You've got the most distinctive voice. As soon as you hear your voice, you know that it's you. You've been doing a lot of work, a lot of voiceover work, and a lot of work with. Is it Howard, the DJ? You do a lot of work with.
Oh yes, Howard Stern.
Yeah.
I'm his announcer.
But that's great because again, that's really that's so good because it spans so many age groups as well.
It does indeed. People who didn't know me from Star Trek but are Howard Stern fans are now George Takei fans.
It's wonderful.
We have lived much longer than we expected and prospered in many, many wonderful ways.
Well, continue to live long and prosper. So, yeah, absolutely. Oh, look, how cool is that?
You are a Trekkie.
Absolutely fantastic. Of course I am. And this is out now. Andy wants to buy me. I'll be very
It'll be out on the 19th of November.
19th of November,
yes.
Right, fantastic.
But on the 13th of November, go to Odeon Cinema.
I'm there. I'm queuing up now. George.
And on the 31st, tomorrow night, it's going to be, we're going to have a special preview at the Odeon on Shaftesbury Avenue.
Well, it all sounds great to me, and long may it all continue. Great to see you as well. Thank you, George.
Good to see you.
Always good to see you. I'll tell you what, if you've got a burning question for George, I have so much more to talk to him about. He's going to be doing a live webcast after the show. Log on, make sure you do, to gm.tv, and you can ask him anything you like.